Wow, I've never played this. Oh my god.
Hey, you. Need your help.
Okay. I've seen gameplay from the Sega CD, but I've never played the Sega CD version of it. I'm soon to get it. Well, I need to hurry up and get it before this shit is discontinued, but well, okay, instructions. Let's go to instructions. The Edward Arms. At the turn of the century, famous industrialist Lionel Atwater, Edward III, finance and archaeological expedition to Egypt's Valley of the Kings. As a side trip, he visited the treasury of I6, the mythological figure believed to hold the key to the pharaoh's riches. At the time of Edward's visit, stories circulated widely of vast treasure within the building, but generally these stories were regarded as incredible rumors. However, one fact that era has been recorded. A priceless statue of Isaac vanished from the tomb about the time of Lionel Atwater's Edward III's expeditions. Okay. Lionel Atwater Edward III returned to New York to being constructed of his much heralded mansion, the Edward Arms. Edward's dig was assumed to be unsuccessful and as was quickly forgotten. Columnists of the day were quick to spot the Egyptian influence in the building. Most conspicuous of all was the ground entrance hall, built to reassemble the interior of an Egyptian temple. Racing through the building like veins were dumb waiters, laundry chutes, elevator shafts, and staircase. The building was praised and scorned by different architectural fashions. Rumors grew up around it, and neighbors claimed that its rumblings sometimes woke her up from the slumbers indeed. The Edward Arms was once again elegantly appointed palace where presidents dined and I can't even see this shit. Dignitaries pontificated, and despite years' decline, some of that elegance still peeks through at us. Lionel Atwater Edward III died shortly after the completion of the Edward Arms, of what were reported at the time to be natural causes. His funeral was a society affair, always an eccentric. He chose to be buried in his archaeological Damascus, right? what one newspaper described as a souvenir for his archaeological pursuit in his hands. Years passed over time. The family fortune seemingly disappeared, though the descendants still lived in the house, and rumors persisted that somewhere within he had hidden a vast vault of treasures. The neighborhood deteriorated. The heirs were forced to convert the one Stanley mansion into an apartment building. The luxury suites were forgotten. The dumbwaiters rusted. Succession generators made alterations to the grand estate. Some knew what they were doing. Others didn't, until Eddie went to work. So this is Eddie. Raised by eccentric parents, Eddie explored every nook and cranny of his ancestral mansion. He found ancient dumbwaiter and rode it up and down. The walls were decades old. Tenants had stashed their ill-gotten cash. He also uncovered secret passageways and chambers his grandfathers had built. Eddie knew the Edward Arms more intimately than anybody else ever known the building. It was his world, his secret, and he loved it. And Eddie wanted to protect it from enemies outside and in, fearing that it would be petty burglars, and he built an elaborate security system. Now, at the time went on, criminals became more sophisticated and so did Eddie's system. Some traps were designed to ward off intruders. Others punished. A few ejected unwanted probing strangers from the building. A do-it-yourself criminal system. As our story begins, someone has trapped Eddie in the basement and switched off his controls. Okay. So these are the characters. Eddie is the lead character, the designer of the security system. Some bonehead locked him in the basement and he wants you to help him get out. Okay, Lyle is the handyman. Eddie doesn't like Lyle. Okay. Elizabeth is the manager of the Edward Arms. Alex is the young journalist just out of college. She lives in the left apartment on the first floor. Jeff is the lead and Scream, the band that lives upstairs on the left apartment on the second floor. Brutus is the dangerous agent monster who lives on the right apartment on the second floor. He spends most of his life behind bars. Graz and Laura is the upspringing architect who lives with Phoebe, the dynamic young archaeology student in the right apartment on the first floor. Okay. Alright, when you start the game, Eddie welcomes you to the Edward Arms and introduces you to the residents. Elizabeth, the manager, Lyle, the handyman, Brutus, the ex-con, Alex, the journalist, and he encouraged you to trap all outsiders as well as Lyle, Eddie's foe. and help him get out the basement by collecting the lock's code numbers. You have a civilian's screen to help help Eddie out of the predicament. At the left of the screen, you see the building map of the Edward Arms Mansion. One of the bottom right of the screen, you see the trap control set, and on the far right of the power meter. Okay, so that's the map, trap buttons, and that's the power meter. Damn, it sure looks different from Sega CD. I only watched the walkthroughs. I've never played the Sega CD. I only watched the walkthroughs. General tips. Don't worry about letting characters escape. It isn't possible to capture all of them. And you don't need to capture all of them. A good rule of thumb: try to capture at least as many characters as you can let escape. Remember, the bar color indicates, green bar indicates tensions. Orange bar indicates intruders. Red indicates thugs. A word of caution: when a room together, orange and green indicates you need immediate attention. You may want to arm traps to green. Third click before a character reaches the trigger. This way you only need to press the trap button, and I can't even see with the fucking clouds. Alright, so pre-arm. Use audio and flashing light entrance alarm as a cue to prepare the traps you think the character might touch. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna start a new one. Ooh.
Hey. Hi. My name is Eddie. I need your help. This is my building. And since the neighborhood really sucks, I built all these traps and security systems to protect the people who live here. The problem is some bonehead locked me in the basement and cut off my controls. Except they forgot about the phone lines, which is how I got you in. Now you can protect the tenants and get me out of here. You and me are friends, right? You gotta help me. Anyway, I designed the whole system. Now this is the lobby. That's Elizabeth. She's the manager. If there's a problem, don't expect her to deal with it, okay? You can see the traps and triggers for each room by pressing the start button. Oh yeah, to get me out of here, you gotta get the number from each of these power boxes. Now, they flash on when anybody opens them, so you keep your eyes peeled, okay? This is Brutus. He just got out of prison. You gotta watch out for him. I don't know what he's up to, but I don't like anybody snooping around my place, okay? This is Alex's room on the second floor. She's a new girl in town. She says she's a journalist. I think she likes me. Lyle, the handyman. He's the one who's been screwing everything up around here. Trap him whenever you can. There's an emergency alarm going off in Alex's apartment. Use your cursor to get up there, see what's going on. What are you doing? Get with it. Come on, she's in... Hey, now you're making me look bad. Screw up again and you're gone.
And this is tougher than I thought, and dude wasn't lying.
Label was quite unreadable. Some kind of an Egyptian statue. Seems like your kind of thing, Phoebe.
Thank you, Mrs. Edward.
Don't listen to that guy. He's looking for something he's not gonna find. You let those suckers get to the power box, and now we're all cut off.
Damn.
All right. Are you sure you're ready for this? I mean, you gotta be quick. There's an
Eddie, there's someone in my apartment. Stay here and cover me while I check things out.
Hey, now you're making me look bad. Screw up again and you're gone.
This shit is hard. I don't know how to fucking like. Okay, I gotta find out. Okay, I need to figure out how to fucking switch. Change room. Trap arm. Trap arm. This arm. Oh, interface. Okay, so this is the mega. I'm gonna try it. Notifications. Try it again.
Hey. Hi. My name is Eddie. I need your help. This is my building.
This is so cool.
And since the neighborhood really sucks, I built all these traps and security systems to protect the people who live here. The problem is some bonehead locked me in the basement and cut off my controls. Except they forgot about the phone lines, which is how I got you in. Now you can protect the tenants and get me out of here. You and me are friends, right? You gotta help me. Anyway, I designed the whole system. Now this is the There's an emergency alarm going off in Alex's apartment.
Apartment, stay here and cover me while I check things out.
Hey, now you're making me look bad. screw up again and you're gone.